souls, and welcome to Thursday morning meditation. Thank you all for joining me in this beautiful now moment. I am so truly grateful to be here to share this space with each and every one of you. And to get us started today, we're going to get started with a little bit of body massage. So feel free to just allow yourself to start massaging on your hands. I like to start with my palms. I find this really helps to wake up your energy for the day and give you a good boost in connections. So just allowing ourselves to massage our body and sending some gratitude. So if you are joining me and you would like to share what you are grateful for today, feel free to drop that in the chat while we give our bodies a little bit of love. I am grateful for my thumbs. I am grateful for my body. I am grateful for the sun and the moon. I'm grateful for all of the wonderful rain that we've had this week and the blooming trees and flowers. Oh my, I love spring and summer. Love seeing the earth come to life. I'm grateful for the storms that remind us how lucky we are to have our safe and beautiful homes. I'm grateful for my job that provides everything I need. And I'm so grateful for all of my friends and family who shows up in support in my life. All right, if you're still with me, just remember we are massaging our bodies, so don't forget your legs and your feet. Your feet have a lot of meridians in them that will assist you in opening your energies for today. So just sending a little bit of love to our bodies if you'd like. I love my toes. I love my feet. I love my legs. I love my thighs. I love my neck. I love my chest. I love my brain. I love my face. I love my hair. Okay, I love my dogs. Okay, that's not part of my body, but okay. I hope we're all feeling good and awake now too. So if you would like to be able to share some affirmations, we're going to move into EFT tapping and affirmations. So EFT tapping, emotional freedom tapping, we'll just tap on our bodies. I like to start in the center of your chest, directly where your chest plate connects with your ribs. This place, if you tap, allows you to open and ignite your heart center and your chi for the day. So if we'd like, we can say some affirmations as well. I am grateful. I am inspired. I am motivated. I am connected. I am loved. I am safe. I am whole. I am divinely guided. I am moving with inspired action. I am here now. I am loved beyond compare. I am exactly where I am meant to be. I am lovable. I am laughable. I am funny in all the ways. I am allowing myself opportunities to play. I am growing. I am expanding. Beautiful. Those are lovely affirmations. Thank you all for joining. And if you would like, if you are just now joining, we are joining in for a short meditation for today, starting with some affirmations, body massage, and gratitude. So if you'd like to just allow yourself to be present. Today we are going to be working through a meditation that's going to give us the opportunity to connect with this now moment and bring us directly into our bodies for the day. So if you would like to join, feel free to just allow yourself to find a comfortable position. And if you feel called to place your dominant hand on your heart and your other hand over your solar plexus, which would be your belly button area, and give ourselves a chance to connect directly in our center, straighten our spines. Let's take one more nice breath in. And release. Let's take another breath in. And release. One more breath in. And release. Dropping your shoulders. Allowing yourself to continue finding a gentle rhythm between the inhales and the exhales. And we're going to bring our awareness to our heart centers. And continue taking nice, gentle breaths into this beautiful emerald green space. And with each breath you take, allowing it to expand and grow a little brighter. Breathing in this emerald green, expanding in your chest, moving through your shoulders and your torso, expanding through your arms and your legs, and allowing this beautiful green energy center to form a sphere around your body. And if you'd like to imagine this sphere being made out of a emerald crystal, just allowing it to take shape and giving it texture and strengthening it for the day. And if you'd like, you can imagine yourself now sitting directly in the center of this green sphere. And we can begin to start pouring love and intentions for the day into this sphere around our bodies. So for today, we call in the intention to be optimistic, to be joyful, to be filled with love, to meet our challenges with understanding, to know that we have what it takes to follow through on our inspired creativities, to know that you are loved just as you are in this now moment. And if you'd like, you can imagine a few items or objects that bring you joy and help you feel loved and supported. So we can imagine some puppy dogs or some kitty cats, maybe some rainbows. Maybe you have somewhere special that you would like to bring forward that fills you with this love, bringing it into this space and taking a nice, gentle breath in. And release. Before we open our eyes, I invite you to take this moment to just bring your awareness to your physical body, beginning with the crown of your head, moving your awareness through the third eye and the brain, through the eyes and the nose, and the ears, the mouth, the throat. And as you bring awareness to these parts of your body, if there is any tension or pain that comes forward, allow yourself to recognize it and send it love and move forward to the next area. Considering our chest, our hearts, our shoulders, our arms, our fingers, our nails. And bringing our awareness into some of our internal organs, acknowledging our lungs, our liver, our kidneys, our hearts, and sending all of our internal organs love and gratitude for the work that goes unseen but never ends. Bringing our awareness through our stomach, through our intestines, our reproductive organs, down our legs, through our toes, to the bottoms of our feet. And breathing this love and this gratitude down into our bodies. Now we're going to bring our awareness to a smaller micro level of your body, all the way down to your cells and your atoms. Let's even imagine the mitochondria, all of the different organisms that exist within your being. And sending those love and healing and gratitude for the regeneration of cells. And let's set one intention for today. What is one thing that you would like to see for yourself or for others, for the collective? One intention for today. Whenever you're ready, we can begin to bring our awareness back to our bodies, wiggling our fingers, wiggling our toes, wiggling our knees and our nose, and opening your eyes whenever you are ready. If you have a cup of tea or coffee or water, I cheers you. I thank you all for joining. I hope your body is filled with love and gratitude for the day. Good morning, Melissa. And grand rising to all of my beautiful souls on YouTube. I I am so grateful to be able to share these meditation spaces. It's been a while. I've been really focusing on my physical world, getting my healing in order. But it is summertime, and I am so grateful to be able to be here with you all. And I want to share a few messages. I will say there's construction going on right outside my window, so I apologize for any loud noises. But let's see what the Cosmic Dancer Oracle has for us for today. Just for today. Okay. I guess before we do the messages, I do feel called to do my Just for Today prayer. So if you'd like to join, feel free to open your heart center to these words and say along if you feel called. Just for today, I will not worry. Just for today, I will not be quick to anger. Just for today, I will be grateful for all of my blessings. Just for today, I will work with honesty and integrity. And just for today, I will be kind to all living things. I think I got them all. It's been a while. Okay, beautiful souls. Today, you are being called into a space. Not from your ancestors, not from your guides, not from your angels, but from you, your core, your inner being is calling you to be able to allow yourself to honor the journey that you have been through, honor every step that you have taken, the ripples that you have created in your life. Allow yourself to see the beauty of your experience and how your uniqueness gives you such a special essence about you. And you also have this ability to create sacred space for yourself, just like what we're doing right here. Thank you, Dayton Beauty. I'm glad you like my shirt. Hakuna Matata, friend. We're all family. Like, create sacred space for yourself so that you can help create sacred space for others if that's what you feel called. Like, if you're not feeling super great and you continue to create spaces where they encourage you to not feel super great, then that's the environment you're fostering. But what happens when you're not feeling super great and you decide to create a space for yourself to have fun? Like, you're like, okay, I'm gonna go out and watch a movie, or I'm gonna go for a hike, or I'm gonna call up one of my friends. Like, doing the thing gives you the space to move forward in whatever your endeavors are. But you also have to be able to surrender and trust to the process, because you can create the space, right? You can say, okay, I'm gonna dump, I'm gonna go for a walk and try and feel better. And let's say you go for that walk and you don't feel better. That's okay, because you still surrendered to the part of the process, which is taking the action. So trusting yourself and also it's like, yeah, you may not feel better while you're walking, like you may not feel better while you're doing the thing, but you will feel better later throughout the day. You'll realize that sometimes just taking our attention from one thing to another helps us to be able to realize how to be here in this now moment, because you'll find a lot of your anxieties and stressors are caused by things that are not actually here in this exact now moment. So if you find yourself, or if you're someone like me and you are constantly stressed or filled with anxiety, I just encourage you to create more spaces for yourself to be present, to be here now, to be in this moment, and to know that you are loved divinely. Hi, Lunacris. It's good to see you, love. Okay, I am also going to pull you guys a card from the Literary Witches Oracle. I just got this deck not too long ago, so I'm going to read from the book. But it's really, really cool. The artwork's kind of dark. But it's really good. It's got a lot of good wisdom in it, and all of the people in this deck are literary witches of time. So they are notable women that have been recognized and remembered in society for doing things that are productive and helpful, that also utilized witchy practices to get there and to do so. So anyways, let's see what Spirit has for us for today. Let's see. I feel like this deck is a very personal deck. So let's see. For the collective spirit, do we have any messages from the literary witches? Okay. This is a little dark, but that's okay. I'll take it. It says Mary Shelley. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is okay. Look, Mary Shelley. Let's see what Mary Shelley has to tell us. It says lost though, so I have a feeling this is... Okay, are you guys ready? If you're here, this message is for you. Mary Shelley, the cycle of life, transitions, attachments. Frankenstein isn't the garish zombie story we've seen in pop culture. Inspired by scientific discussions of the day and the complex feelings Mary Shelley had about parenting. What? I'm gonna read that again. Frankenstein isn't the garish zombie horror... oh my gosh, the zombie and story that we've seen in pop culture. Inspired by scientific discussions of the day and the complex feelings Mary Shelley had about parenting. Frankenstein is a painful tale about the creation of life and what happens to shunned, abandoned children. Her life was as harrowing as her famous novel. Her great losses of mother, husband, and 3 children tried her ideals of domestic harmony. Okay, first of all, I now need to go research Frankenstein and Mary Shelley because I have no idea who this is. So this is gonna be, there's a lot of stuff in there that they're trying to show me, but I don't understand because I don't know the story. So I guess I'll do some research for you guys. But the big message that I am getting from this is to see how have your losses shaped you? How have the things that you've experienced in life that have devastated you, how have they created who you are today? And what inspirations have come from those losses, from those deaths? Where have you grown? It's like maybe the story doesn't stay the same. So like maybe what initially happened isn't even how you see things now, but you still learned from those lessons, you still grew and gave yourself the opportunity to become who you are. And I really feel like this card's just allowing yourself to honor the loss in our life as a gateway, a transition, an opportunity to move forward and unfold. But also it's like honoring the fact that our losses affect us in ways unseen. Like, you may be creating something and you think you're creating it from a good place in your heart, but maybe there's actually some laced intentions in there that you may not realize from past traumas or experiences. So that's what's coming forward from the Literary Witches Oracle. What's on the bottom of the deck? Milk. Let's see what Milk has to say. This deck, I really appreciate it, but it's definitely it's got a lot to it. I need to do some more research and learn. But Milk is coming forward as nourishment, parents, and nostalgia. Ooh, okay. So you may be someone who's working through some parental blockages. Like maybe you've recently opened up some doors for yourself to feel more empowered and courageous in the connection you have with your parents. And this is leaving you maybe not feeling as nurtured as you would like to. So definitely going back to the beginning of this message that came forward that was about creating sacred spaces, surrendering and trusting, and allowing yourself to follow your own path, and to know that your path doesn't have to be approved by anybody but you. It sucks whenever the people in our lives don't understand us or know how to support us, but you don't need that, okay? You can support yourself in all the things that you do by learning how to trust and support yourself, and know that as you create sacred spaces, you're not supporting yourself alone. You're connecting with like-minded souls who show up and support as well. And family can look like all kinds of things, okay? I see many of you as my soul family, and I cherish you all in many ways. So, you know, be able to think outside of the box, don't limit yourself, and know that you have everything you need to attain these things. So I'm going to read the Surrender and Trust from the book, and we're going to see what happens from there. Good morning, Rona. Thanks for joining. Okay, surrender and trust. Surrender and trust. It is as if a strong current of rushing white water surrounds you, pushing you forward, while you cling desperately to a jutting rock alongside the river's edge. And yet, if you were to trust the universe enough to let go, you would swirl and slide joyfully along your most ideal path. Even though you may not know precisely how this path will look, if you consult with your deepest inner knowing, you will realize this current cannot fail to propel you to where your heart wants to go, to the ocean, which is a metaphor for your alignment with your divine source. The planets too know this perfect dance of surrendered harmony. You are now being called to open your heart to the music of heavenly realm. Release resistance and tension, and let the divine be your dance partner and take the lead. Even through the unknown, and it can be frightening, aspects of this situation may feel unsafe, know that you are being invited to embody your truest and highest potential. Indeed, this life experience is a wild mystery. But when we surrender to the mystery and trust in divine unfolding of the spiral dance, it feels wonderful. Breathe in the sacred mystery now. The more you relax and allow, the more space you create in your field for infinite wisdom and guidance to come rushing in. It's much like shifting your focus from dancing impressively to fully appreciating and hearing the music. It's as a shift from fighting the mystery to letting it seep into every pore and dancing along with it. Only then can you allow the rhythm of the cosmos into your body, so that it can move and propel you towards a most enchanting dance. Breathe deeply, release all tension, and hand your worries about how, what, and when your divine, and let it go to your helpers. Let them provide the perfect answers and outcomes you seek, and remember you are divine, child, with friends in high places. Cast the burden of worry on the divine within and be free. To anchor this message into your physical body, relax in the yoga pose known as the Balasana or child's pose. Kneel and sit back on your heels, and then place your chest on your thighs and rest your forehead on the floor as you stretch your arms out straight in front of you, palms down, feeling yourself letting go and bowing to the wisdom of the infinite. Remember to let your dance practice be characterized by the feelings of surrender. Flow to the music with abandon and allow the divine to flow through everything you do. Good morning, Denise. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I have something in my eye and this wind is blowing it. Okay, but genuinely, this is like, okay. If you do yoga, totally unrelated if you don't. You can do dance or sports or whatever your thing is. But for me, it's yoga. So when I started doing yoga, everything had to be perfect. It had to be exactly the way it was being shown to me. I needed to hit the pose. It needed to be able to stretch farther than what my body actually could. And so I stopped doing yoga for a while because it was like, if it couldn't be perfect, I didn't want to do it. And what a shame, because I love doing yoga and it doesn't matter if it's perfect. It makes me happy and I feel better when I do it. It's not about how perfect it looks. It's not about how amazing you present yourself. It's about what you are getting from it. So if you are getting something from it, it doesn't matter if it's not perfect. If you're a singer and you want to sing and you feel like your voice is off key, but you love it, it brings your soul joy, then sing out loud as loudly as you can, because you only have this one opportunity in life right now, in this now moment, to celebrate and to be present. And when you cut yourself short because things aren't perfect or the way they're supposed to be or whatever, like, you keep yourself from being able to experience the full joy that we have accessible to us in life. So just allow yourself to have fun, be present, and know that it's okay to do things however it is that you want to do it. You know, show up, have fun. Life is here for you to be able to celebrate. And you know what? I love the moments in my life that have not turned out the way that I expected them to, because I truly enjoy surprises in life and they have all helped me grow. So okay, my dear souls, I do have a little bit of time for readings. I have my morning meditation on YouTube. I think I'm going to just let it keep going. So if you guys are here and you would like a message, I do collective messages in the mornings. If you'd like a personal reading, feel free to click on my bio. I have Hey Hero readings. They're $10 and you can get up to 7 minutes, I think, in those readings. So anyways, but these are free and these are for the collective. So if you are here, this message is for you. Safari, am I going to know the house next month? Okay. Well, first of all, oh my goodness, these cards, they keep coming out. It's fine. Yes, I would say your outcome is very high, sorry, because you did have the sun come out, and the sun is the most optimistic, hopeful, positive card of the deck. So if you are looking for an outcome and your answer is going to be yes, positively. We also have a very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things of life in the 10 of Earth. And so yes, your endeavors are going to be successful for you today, and you're also going to be able to find a lot of contentment in those connections that you share, whether it be with family or friends or even acquaintances. I feel like it's a very positive, beautiful energy for the day. I will say though that the 5 of air came in reverse, and so this says an unwise choice, learn from what you can from the situation and review everyone's motives. So what this is telling me is you may have some people or situations in your life right now that you're not fully trusting, but you should. There's no reason not to trust them. Your past may be keeping you from seeing the situation clearly. So just know that the people that are in your life, they love you, they support you, they are here for you. And the worries, the things that we tell ourselves in our mind, those are just your thoughts. Don't let them consume you. And know that this card keeps coming up. It's came up like 3 times in the last 2 days. So it says Knight of Fire, passionate, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence, and think things through carefully. So if you've been planning big changes and you're waiting for something to come in, Spirit is telling you that it's coming in, it's going to come in quickly. And so just know that you need to be ready to take the action whenever the things come through, whenever things start changing. Don't hesitate, trust your intuition and move, okay? Because your ego has kept you back up until now. Your ego has kept you from believing in yourself or from doing the things that you know bring you joy, and your intuition is coming in much stronger now. You are listening to that inner being, that soul, that bit that exists deep within you, and letting it work in tandem with your mind. So your mind is helping you stay realistic while your soul is keeping you pushing forward and motivated, and the universe is creating the spaces for you to be able to align and succeed. So it looks like things are very great right now. You've got a lot of good energies around you. If you're feeling a bit If you have any stagnant energy in your body or in your spaces, it's because you're being asked to stand up for your beliefs and to speak out about your truth. And so the more that you do so, the freer you're going to feel. We'll end it with the Queen of Fire, confident, warm, intelligent, and graceful. And this is the energy that you are currently embodying, okay? Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Your independence and creativity has the power to move mountains and make big changes in your life, okay? So use this energy. It will not be here forever. Things change, just like all in life. Energy comes and goes and flows. So as you have this beautiful wave, allow yourself to ride it. Trust the process. You do not need to push yourself. You do not need to create outside of yourself. Just allow that within to push and move you and motivate you and follow through with where you feel called. Okay, my dear, beautiful, amazing souls. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I am going to end this beautiful live so that I can get off to my campus opportunities today. So I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day, and thank you so much for joining me in this healing meditation space. Keep an eye out for more of these. I'm going to start doing these over the summer in the mornings. So much love. Namaste. I hope you have an absolutely beautiful rest of your day, and I'm sending you off with all my love. Bye. Okay, and then TikTok, if you guys want, since there's only 5 of you, let me make sure that YouTube is actually off, because that's embarrassing. If you guys want a card, I can pull one angel card for each of you here if you'd like it. So Melissa, your cards came first. You got the Chariot, which is Archangel Metatron, and it says an important achievement, self-discipline, and willpower, public recognition. This is for you today, Melissa. I'm not going to do any channeled messages with it. I'm just giving you the cards. Would anybody else that's here like a card? Just one. Just one. Oof. Tequila. Okay, Tequila, your card is the 4 of Air. It's time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. Or tequila. You know, hey, tequila might provide you some answers too. Maybe tequila can inspire your meditation. Okay, sorry. Hi, Chris. Oh my gosh, what are you doing here? Beautiful. Oh. Chris, do you want a card? I'm just about to end today's live. I'm just giving everybody a message for the day. Funny thing, Chariot is Cancer and Tarot, and I'm a Cancer. Oh my gosh, that's so funny, Melissa. I'm not surprised though. Oh, Chris, I love you so much. I miss your dear face. We need to get on podcasts. I want to know, how's life? Are you still in Spain? Where in the world are you right now, Chris? Okay, your card for today, Chris. You got 2, but I'm only doing cards, not channeled messages right now. So the Sun, Archangel Uriel, happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success, and have confidence in yourself. A new person's going to enter your life. A relationship begins. A new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. Okay, that's so funny. I'm sorry. I just had to give you the second one too. Okay. All right, my dear, beautiful loves. I am off for the day. I'm sending you so much joy, so much love, and lots of gratitude. I appreciate you all for joining me for this morning meditation. Bye.